You heard the hype of Fort Mill, right? The top schools, charming downtown, family friendly, but what if I told you there is a whole side of Fort Mill that brochures and online articles conveniently forget to mention? The hidden truth, the daily reality that could make or break your decisions to make this move here. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what those are and unspoken pro and cons are, and whether Fort Mill is truly the right fit for you and your family. Hey guys, I'm Rummy. I specialize in helping family just like you navigate the real estate market in Fort Mill. I see dreams and I see the realities every single day. For years, Fort Mill has been one of the hottest landing spots in entire Charlotte metro areas. And I'm not just here to talk to you out of selling it or buying here. I live here and I work in this market. I've walked buyers through the good and the frustratings, and my only job in this video is to give you the honest version so you can decide with your eyes open. So let's get into it. The pros first, then the cons nobody puts in the brochures. Real quickly before we dive deep, if any point you watch this and think, okay, but what does this mean for my budget and my commute and my kids' zoning? Don't sit on the question. Just give me a call and email me so that way I could give you a free consultations, and I generally love hearing from people. So whether you're moving 30 days or 90 days, just reach out and there's a link below in the descriptions. No pressure, no obligations, just a quick chat. All right, let's get started with why everyone wants in. Let's give Fort Mill its due because the hype it mostly is earned. Number one, schools. The Fort Mill School District ranks number one in the entire state of South Carolina. Fort Mill carries A+ for a lot of the families I work with. The single factor is the whole reason they're moving. They're buying the zip code and much as the house. So here, the pro. Number two is taxes. If you're coming from the Northeast or even from Charlotte area, South Carolina is going to feel like a gift. The medium effective property taxes in Fort Mill works out to be roughly about 0.84 of your home value because owner-occupied homes are only assessed at 4% of the market value. South Carolina also doesn't tax Social Security, retirement benefits, and if you're 65 and older, this is your primary home. The state exempts that about $50,000 off your property taxes. For a retiree, that's one of the strongest cost of living stories in the whole metro. So pro number three, locations. You're about 20 minutes south of uptown Charlotte and close enough for the job, the airport, the pro sports, and the big city stuff. But you got to come home to a quieter, more relaxed pace out of the both world is clinched, but here's is actually holds up. So number four, the one that matters most if you are planning to sell, demand. Fort Mill is one of the fastest growing suburban in the country, and the growth has historically met strongs and homes that hold value just by knowing that there's so much construction and new construction that's going on, and they had to put a stop to it because of the commute and because the roads are getting a little bit busy. So new employers, new roofing companies, new everything. When it's time to resell, you're selling into a name people actually search for. Okay, so that's the brochure. Now let's talk to you about the brochure that leaves things out. The cons. Okay, con number one, and it's the one I hear most when people month after they move here, the traffic. Fort Mill is growing somewhere around 7% a year, and the roads have not kept up. Rush hours on 77 and highways 160 can be generally tough, and because the town keeps growing, you should expect rolling road constructions and new commercial buildings out for the foreseeable future. The growth that drives your home value, you pay for it for your commute. Here's the inside move. If you hate the drive, look at more established pockets like Baxter, Tega instead of the newest East Side development. So, con number two, and almost nobody from out of the state knows this is the one. South Carolina road paving budget tracks North Carolina. So once you cross the line, you can hit notable rougher structure of pavement. It's small, but it's daily realities you only learn after you sign the contract. And here it's not too bad, but you need to know that too as well. So con number three is the one that most surprises people because it's tangled up with the thing they came here for. The schools, the top rated schools are popular, which means capacities is at pressure. The district has been building new campuses, new school, passed major bond to fund expansion, even upgraded the teachers' pay this year, I think about $8 million. And here's the part that barely's on everyone's radar. New South Carolina law will let students from anywhere in the state transfer into a district of their choice if there is capacity. So now you know that it does gonna be a problem if your kids are not put in school early. It doesn't take effect into 2027 to 2028 school year, and the local leaders has voiced concerns, and it could add pressure to already busy schools that are out there. None of this means that the schools are bad. They're excellent. It just means top schools and growing pains are arriving in the same box. So con number 4 is going to be the price of the admission. Fort Mill, desirable, so inventory is competitive and prices are high than a lot of surrounding area. You're paying real estate premium largely for the large schools and that new construction. So here is the honest check. I make every buyer do this. If you're got young kids and schools are the whole point, the premium is you're probably was worth it. But if your kids are grown and going private, or it's just you and the partner, you might be stretching for a feature that you will never actually use in towns like Resale. Next door could give you more for your money and more for the house. And number 5, the lifestyle. One residence brings up the most. After dark, there is not a lot of things to do. Fort Mill has a sweet historical downtown, but a lot of the town here is housing and retails, and the nightlife is limited. For that, you need to drive up to Charlotte, and all the new construction goes up. Some long-time folks feel like it's trading small town character for a polished suburban. Whether that bothers you in person, but you should know what's going on so that way you understand. So who actually thrives here? If you're a family with school-age kids, you want newer constructions in amenity-rich communities, you can handle the premium. And top-tier school district is non-negotiable. Fort Mill is hard to beat, traffic and all, but if schools aren't your deciding factor, you want more for your space and for your dollar, you are after a walkable, established, character-rich feel. Be honest with yourself, because you may be paying for something that you don't need. So there's no universal best town. There's only the one that fits your lifestyle, and that's exactly the conversation I'll have with you when you do call and sit down with me. If you're seriously weighing on moving here, do these 2 things. 1, grab my free Fort Mill Relocation Neighborhood guide. Link is in the descriptions. It breaks down the area, the price point, and the trade-off we just covered, so you can see whether you are actually fit. And if you want the current numbers for your situation, reach out and call and subscribe. I do video walkthroughs, I do community walkthroughs, I do events that are happening in the area, so you get updated. Hit the like and subscribe button to our living in Fort Mill. You have a great day and never give up.